The Melon market is probably one of the best events in Rise of the Kingdoms, especially for farm accounts. Now, if you guys are new here, this is Gainz Gaming. I am very well known for all my farm accounts, being extremely active in my farm accounts. And today I'm going to show you exactly how you can get the best value with the Melon event for your farm accounts. Now, this is going to be a guide where you're going to have to put in a little bit of work here, but the payout is going to be very, very worth it. Just trust me here. So the first thing you have to do here for this to be really, really nice is have multiple farm accounts. You can see I have 6 farm accounts in 1875 in my main kingdom. And that's very nice because basically everything we see here in this event is going to be multiplied by 6. And as a T5 player in Season of Conquest, the one thing I care about the most is going to be gold. And you can see I don't see any gold on this one. But if we go to the second one, still no gold. But when we go to the third one, we can see 40 million gold and 30 million gold. That is 70 million gold for each account. Now you do have to spend a certain amount of Melon money to unlock this tier. So being active throughout this event is extremely, extremely important because you have to be able to get to this last floor. Everything in here, like, yeah, the food, the wood, the stone are great. You're using these farm accounts for filling stuff and you're using healing speed ups or you want to train troops, great. But we don't really care about that. Yes, we care about resources, but for the most part, I care about gold. And I guess I forgot about this one too. This is another 10 million gold. So 80 million gold across all of these farm accounts that I am going to max out because I do this every single time the Melon Mall comes around is I max out the gold. That is my top priority. So when it comes to this, like, what do we have to do to be able to max out this gold and get 80 million gold for every single farm account? Well, there's going to be some daily tasks that you have to do every single day that add up tremendously. The first one is going to be the easiest, and that is just city collection. You can see this little pumpkin or melon is just walking around your city. You can get 120 of these every single day. You can see I just unlocked 78 of them. I believe you get 10 per hour. You can see, let's see, yep, 10 angry melons per hour, whatever, but up to 120 each day. Now, one thing that is important to note is that your allies can actually steal your melons. That sounds awful, but yes, they can steal your melons. So if one of your allies has at least 30 unclaimed melons, you can steal them. The more unclaimed melons an ally has, the more melons you are likely to steal. You can steal these up to 10 times per day and at most 1 time per single ally. So that's also important because you don't want this to max out because the most it would actually hold is 80. So if you're offline for 24 hours and you log on, you just collect it, you're going to get 80, you're going to miss out on 40 melons. But if one of your allies stole from you like 5 minutes before you logged on, you might only get like 60. Or like here, I got 78. That means someone stole from me. So, and you can't actually see who steals from you. You can see who you're stealing from, but you can't see who's stealing from you, which is, I guess that's probably a good thing. But nonetheless, you can't see who steals from you. So I know that somebody stole from me. They got 2 melons. Not a great deal for them, but I guess it all works out in the end. But you want to make sure you're collecting from your city pretty rapidly. So if you're logging in your farm account 1 time a day, that's probably not going to be enough. So you might need to log in a second time every single day. So that's going to be important. The second one that people always forget about is stealing from your allies. We just talked about this. You can do this 10 times per day. You can get, I guess, really a range of like maybe 50 melons to even 200 melons. I've gotten around 200 melons once. It was absolutely insane. I was getting so lucky. I was getting like 23 from every single ally that I was stealing from. It was incredible. Of course, it was on a farm account, not my main, but whatever. You can get like between 50 at the lowest to 200 at the most. And then daily quests. These are going to be things that refresh every single day. So the first one, defeating 50 barbarians. That is probably the toughest one for farm accounts because nobody wants to hit barbs on their farm accounts. One little trick that I will use is, like, I try to hit barbarians on these accounts, but I really don't want to spend a ton of time hitting 50 barbarians on 6 different accounts. Like, that just takes forever. So one trick that you can use is just summon barbarians around your city. So I believe 17 is the highest level you can summon. So you can just start summoning these barbarians. You can do 4 at a time typically, and then you just start killing these. So I have presets made so that way I can just do a multi-select. Typically I'll do that on like a higher level barbarian because it takes time to kill it and all 5 can get to it. But in this case, like this is gonna die within like a second. And so I'm able to hit all these barbarians and basically get to my 50 a lot faster. Like there's 5, it's gonna take 1 second to hit these ones. And like I said, you can do this really, really quickly. Like this is gonna give me 20 barbarian kills in about a minute. Like, yeah, I know people don't want to spend a minute on their farm accounts, but like I said, guys, these things do add up. And if you are willing to be patient and spend the microscopic amount of time doing this, you are going to get 80 million gold per farm account. I don't think people realize how substantial that really is. 80 million gold per farm account, plus all of the resources in here, plus all the resources in here. That's 50 million, 50 million, another 50, another 50, 37. You're going to get like 300 million resources on every single farm account by doing this. It's absolutely insane. And like farm accounts, you're going to have AP to spend as well. Like most people don't spend AP on the farm accounts. Like this is an insane amount of AP that I have on this account. And like, because I just don't use it. I don't have the time to use it. So using it on events like this is great because you're getting really, really good value. So this is a kind of event where you do want to take the extra time to do it. Another one that people forget about is purchasing from the courier station. I myself don't love doing this either, but I don't like spending resources on my farm accounts on stuff in here because it can get expensive. And I don't really want to spend a bunch of like resources on a farm account. Like this is a great example here. 300,000 food, I don't want to spend that. But for this event, it is worth it, especially if you're not very active on these farm accounts. But the other thing you can do is spend gems. Anything that's 90% off, I buy automatically. Regardless of whatever farm account I'm on, I buy it every single time because I have the gems to do it. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I need 10. There's 7, there's 8, and then you can kind of choose the lowest ones, 9, 10, boom. Now you can save a million resources right there that I don't need to use. And now I go ahead into here, you can see I get 20 melons. That's incredible. Next one is gathering 50 million resources. This one is a little bit easier on a farm account. It's really just gathering like once. It's not really a whole lot of effort to do that. Like if you have something in the pit, like in a gold pit, you're gonna get like half that. And then if you just send them out once and then collect a million resources for each march, you're gonna get to that 5 million pretty easily. Like if you just send them out before you go to bed or before you go to work, you're gonna get that 5 million. Next one is training 4,000 units of any tier. This can be tier 1. So that's super, super easy to do. We are in the Zenith event right now as well. So I guess that kind of works out. So if you're pushing power on your farm accounts to get these, like you can train tier 4 and get some resources back. But like I said, doing these small things do add up in events like this. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to spend a bunch of time on a farm account. That's just a waste of time. But this is one exception where this event is so substantially great, especially for farm accounts. Like, yeah, there's some decent stuff for main accounts. You can get a gold head and you can get a iconic crystal, some speed ups, some Elysian chests for the event, and even some random armament chests. Like those are great for main accounts, but don't get me wrong, this is an event for farm accounts. This is not an event for main accounts. This is a farm account event, and it is so freaking good. And one thing I also do with the Melon event is, since I have so many farm accounts, is I made a group chat with my farm accounts. Like, yeah, this is kind of pathetic, but what I do is I find the ones that have the highest stall price. And the reason why this is important is because if I have this one, for example, and the price is 282 coins, like that's not great. That's near the lowest you can get. It's between 200 and 600 at the most. So if I have 6 different accounts, really 7 accounts with my main account, I can go in and I can just send them to my other account. So you can see this one, Gainz Gaming 7, yesterday had a price of 591. That is almost the closest you can get to the highest, which is 600. So I sent everything to this one as much as I could. You can do 1,500 total. So you really need to have at least 2 that are higher. So I had this one at 591, I had this one at 560. So that made a big difference as well, because that way I'm not just spending 282. And on top of that, what you get is additional earnings. You get up to 30,000 daily market fees if other people use your shop. So you can see here, these people that use my shop from yesterday, I got 30,000 additional daily market fees by them using my shop. Because yesterday I think I had this one, it was around like 540 or something like that, but like I got an extra 30,000 coins by doing nothing. I just sent it to the kingdom chat and to a couple different group chats I'm in, and people use it and I got coins from it. So it does add up. If you get a really good score every single time, a really good shop price, you can get an extra 30,000 every single day, which adds up so much. But the downside is if you have a low price like this, nobody is going to use it because people are going to be sharing it in different chats. You can see this one, 542. So what you do is you just sell and then you add up whatever you have. This one, the amount of sales you can do is already maxed out at 0. So that means 1,500 were already purchased in this shop. So you are unable to do more than that. The person who sent it can do more, but you cannot do it in their shop anymore. But that is an important thing as well, is to make sure you are finding the highest price possible, especially if it's in one of your accounts. But if it's not, try to find one from somebody else in your kingdom and one of your group chats that has a price really above 550 is kind of the cutoff of where you want to be. So please do not miss out on this event. Make sure you are prioritizing the important things that we covered in this video. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe. It is completely free to play for you to do so, and you can get amazing value moving forward as I drop videos like this all the time. So again, if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.